This is going to be an unboxing for Blood Bowl Team Manager, a card game by Fantasy Flight. It's from the Warhammer universe from Games Workshop. Look at the back there. Here are the ads. Start out with a rule book. And it is see if I can find a page count on it. 20 pages. And the back of it's got a quick reference on it. You have your cutouts here. Looks like we have the scoring wheels to determine your fans. It's the final score of the game that determines who wins. We've got some different tokens here used in the game. Excuse me. And it looks like there's 2 sheets of that. They look very much the same, those 2 sheets. You have your blocking dice. You have a successful symbol there, a blank, and a unsuccessful symbol. You have the pegs to put together the scoring cards, the fan tracker. Bags of cards. We'll start out with a small bag of cards here. Looks like you have a handful of cards for each team. So like here's a handful of cards for the orcs, a handful of cards for the humans, probably Reichlanders. I don't know if they call them Reichlanders or just a human team. This would be the Wood Elves and the Dwarves. Looks like there's about 5 cards for each team. You have your Chaos team cards here. And Skaven. And then these are, I'm not sure, but you have these football backed cards, and they look like they give benefits to you somehow during the game. Open up the OWA cards and the CWC cards. There's a whole lot more CWC cards. These are probably back here. Yeah, that's what it is. So this would be the deck of cards for the good players with all the star players. For those teams, like you got Wood Elves, humans, dwarves, and then looks to be auxiliaries that could go on any team. Different kinds of ogres there. So this would be your orcs, Skaven, Chaos, and then there looks like there's some auxiliaries there that could go on any team. Have your headlines here which determine the matches and the different rewards that you would get for either participating or winning the match. And then these are the cards that have the different tournaments and some different things that can happen. I'm not sure when these cards come up. If they, one of these comes up every round, or if every so often they come up. But that's everything that comes in the Blood Bowl game. I may stop, come back with everything kind of laid out so you can get a better idea. So I've got the tokens punched out and the cards kind of separated. I can go through and be more specific. You got your different team cards here. You got your elves, your humans, dwarves, and their freelance players that they can hire. And then you have the orcs, the Skaven, the chaos players, and their freelance. They're pretty much the same as the other freelance, they just have a different back to them. And the players start out with 12 of those cards, and then all the star players from those different ones are shuffled into one deck to be kind of a group pool, which is where these tokens come in. If you have a player that's not of your race on your team, these tokens would be how you'd keep track of it on the play board. These are the cards where you'd be having the matches, and then these would be the tournaments. You'd end up with 5 of those out of this deck during the game to determine the different tournaments or the main objective of each cycle, I believe. These little cards here to upgrade your staff, they can go to any team. And these are team upgrade cards. You only got 5 for each team. You have the footballs, and they're used on the different objectives during the game to determine who wins, who has possession of the ball to win the objective. And these are cheat tokens, and they give you random upgrades at the end of the each match. Little coin there, and these are the score tiles put together. So you see, you spin them, and that determines how many fans you got. Whoever has the most fans wins. So it's not necessarily the matches you win. I believe the flags are fans. So even though you might win a lot of matches, ultimately it's the fans that determine the score at the end of the game. But that's everything that comes in the Blood Bowl Team Manager card game.